right now. All right, so I'm gonna just, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Chef.
I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes until a few other people show up, and then I'll do attendance. I have already seen you're in uniform, Janet's in uniform, Melissa, whenever, if you put, oh, awesome, thank you. And
I just need 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
oh yeah, no worries, man, no worries. I mean, just whenever, I'm just gonna start gathering up my stuff. Good morning, Tyler. Awesome. Thank you for giving me the report. I needed that. That's fine. Let me, give me a second. My online peeps, you can go ahead and start doing like prep or kind of getting all your stuff out. If you haven't already, you need to start cooking your beans. I would fill up the beans or get the beans in a pot of water, at least 2 inches above the beans, and start cooking those guys. All right. And it's just water and the beans.
Do you see my uniform, Chef?
Oh yeah, Melissa, thank you. Thank you, Melissa, I appreciate it.
Is it just the beans or is it the beans with everything?
No,
added?
just the beans. We're gonna cook the beans separate, and then we're gonna finish them up with all the goodness that's inside of it. What's that? I'm sorry. You don't want to do one? I mean, like a paper, like writing a little paper, it's like a board. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean, we can do that. Or you could just discuss it. Instead of you having to write a paper and then, but no matter what, if this goes to do the online stuff, if there is some sort of problem, let's discuss it right off the bat, you know, or whenever you feel, because no matter what, it's and I pay myself. You know, I mean, that's pretty simple. We're all paying my salary, we're all put food in my table. So whatever it is of production, you know, with you know, or you know, if there was a problem that you had yourself and you want to discuss it, for sure. If you want to write it up, totally fine. If you want to talk about it at the end of class, you can talk about it at the end of class or whatever else. I want to make sure that this is an open book for anybody. And again, you pay my salary. So whatever it is we could do, let's do it. So you know, whatever makes y'all pleasant, so I can get the form.
I have that, I can probably send it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean,
If, I mean, it's something that like kind of optional, I don't, do rather not do it, because I feel like.
only if I'm doing it optional. I'll do it optional. I mean, I'm okay with, you know, I'm never gonna bite your head off. You know, say, hey, this sucks, or, you know, you suck, or whatever else, you know, I mean, I'll say, what's gonna do to suck less, you know, I mean, that's pretty much. But I'm good to go for it. You good?
Yeah, if I'm able to after class, I can stationary paper in here.
I can kind of scoot somewhere else. I can kind of sit over here. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, Tyler.
Morning, Doug.
No, you can sit there. I mean, is it gonna bother you if I'm right around here? And I'll try to.
I need an extra table to sign.
All right, online folks, just give me a couple minutes so I can get situated and we will get this party started. Or did I lose my online? All right, so we are going to get this party started. So my suggestion to all of y'all, just getting, getting your prep together, getting your, you can make your batter, you can make your, get your beans started for sure in the oven. That's in the oven, I'm sorry. On the stove, let me go get some. The beans will fix the stove. Y'all.
Chef, I don't have any beer for the beer batter.
You could use water, it's fine. Sprite, sparkling water.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Do what?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Oh, I was saying, if you don't have beer, you can use water, you could use soda, you could use sparkling water, Sprite, anything like that. Just some sort of kind of liquid.
Okay.
Yeah, Cool.
So did we get the beer? Did Stan get it?
Sorry, what?
Did Stan get the beer?
I don't know yet. I was gonna go look.
Okay.
Okay, so online peaks. I've got my beans cooked. And I'll show y'all. So the most important when you're looking at all these recipes is trying to decide on the ratio of stuff, right? Because you're not, this class is trying to teach you to not really look at a recipe in amounts. It's more looking at, okay, let's see what should balance out, right? It should balance, you don't want too much, you know, for whatever, what's the, what are we? Like, so the beans, right? We don't want, we want enough, but we don't want too much, right? So I would say like a half an onion would work for that. Or, you know, depends on maybe even a little less, maybe a quarter of an onion. You know, so just trying to get that happy balance, that trying to not do or use the recipe, but, and that's kind of why you go look at recipes and go look at amounts and you kind of research a little bit, but it gets you to where you don't have to be so reliant on the recipes, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes people just get so, you know, they can't do it without the recipe. And so this class tries to get you to think for yourself a little bit and not and use your kind of thought process and all of that. Does that kind of make sense? Because if not, you know, you're not going to have that judgment that normally in the industry you need, that kind of street of what I call street smart, you know, in the industry of not having to rely, because a lot of recipes add like multiply that recipe by 100 or, you know, divide it so where it's a smaller recipe. Sometimes it screws up the amounts and it might not be right. So this kind of helps you kind of get that ballpark figure that we're trying to go for. And again, baking is a science. Okay, gotta go. You can't. And if you notice, most of the recipes that we have that are baking have amounts. The reason why is because if it's not done correctly, if the baking soda, baking powder, or yeast, or whatever else is not done correctly, it's going to totally screw it up. But in non-baking times, it's all about taste, texture, quantity. It's all about those kinds of things. So trying to get yourself kind of, you know, like pasta, for example, I have a hard time giving, I'll give you a recipe, but, you know, if it's humid out today, if the semolina or, you know, if it's old semolina or old flour where it's a lot of moisture has gotten into it, or, you know, how big the egg yolk or the egg is. Is it a big egg? Is it a small egg? You know, all of those little things kind of matter, and it's hard to really kind of have that exact. You try to do a ballpark, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a little this, a little that. And plus, if it says a half an onion and you've got one of those big old things of onion, well, you need to, in your head, go, hey, I don't really need that half an onion. I need a quarter of that onion or whatever else. Does that all kind of make sense a little bit? And this is kind of how they have kind of prepared the class. And the online people, hopefully you heard me talking about that. Hey, Tyler, do you have a hat?
Yes, chef. Let me go. I'm
All
sorry.
right, thanks, man. Oh, you know what? I'll get that bowling part. And some of that stuff is left over. Or from that. Right around. All right, I need to start cutting. I'm gonna start prepping my stuff out. Bird. I don't know, but I've got an unopened bottle of water sitting in there you can have. Open that door up and not the other one. And it's that one that's, yeah, that one. And I'll go look for the beer in just a second. Brown sugar? I don't, I can go get some while I'm over there. Oh. Yeah, you did it.
Never mind, I did it.
Yeah, you rock.
Just joking, it's really good.
Mike, so what was that going to get? The beer.
It's like in the, yeah, like right on it.
All right, my online people, I'll be right back. Let me go get a beer or hopefully a beer. We'll see. Be right back.
So, they're all the top of. I see. Okay. Maybe later we'll like organize the training for like all of our. So yeah. So, like I got my.
All right, we either have the apple cider, we have Sprite, Topo Chico. Huh? Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, we've got these things if you want to use it, or she's got a little extra beer. And how much beer do you really need? Thank you. You're amazing. I will. I'll give you a few dollars for that. Well, if you want to drink these two Topo Chicos and the Sprite. All right, for the beer batter, it's pretty easy. I would say you don't really want to work on the beer batter now. I would work on the onions and or the beans. You can kind of work on the beans. You can work on the French fries or the chips, whatever you want to do. The fryer is at a low temperature. I'm going to probably get my potatoes going just so where I can then blanch my potatoes off in oil, and then it'll sit and cool. Then I'm going to fry, then I can turn up the fryer. But that's kind of what I'm going to probably start doing. I'm sorry, what? Start on your clam chowder for sure. I was just going to get my potatoes going and then start working on my clam chowder. But either or. Either or. I just to do.
Just gonna add a root to the.
You're gonna make. I would do the mixture of like some of the clam juice and maybe some water, so where it's not so clammy. You know, I mean, it's not like overpowering. So I would do some of the clam juice, maybe some water, and that should be it. And sorry if my table's in the way. I'll try to. Clams. You want to ask me any questions? Questions while we're doing it? Whatever.
There's certain when you want the chips, like.
I'm okay with. I would say not like big.
Not like steak fries.
Yeah, not like steak fries. So something a little bit smaller than steak fries, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with anything else.
Okay.
right, so I'm gonna just, is everybody kind of working on the clam chowder right now? The beans? All right, so I'm gonna just start prepping. Do you want me to prep something first for y'all? Yes, it's right over here. By that sink, you just need to get a ladle. Francis, again, thank you so much for getting all this stuff for them set up yesterday. I will be here today. Okay, great. Thank you.
So,
Yep.
how many people get for the, how many people get for the meeting?
Oh, for the, how much beans? There you go. There's your beans right there. And I'm going to do a very small amount of beans. But that's all right. Give y'all more. So right now, online folks, I am cutting my potatoes, getting ready to do my for my French fries or my chips. So this is gonna be my French fry right here. The size, okay. I'm only doing a small amount. Because I'm gonna do a whole plate up. I'm gonna put my fries, these, in the fryer and just let it cook until they're done on the inside, but no color, because we're trying to blanch those French fries, right? We're blanching them in oil, and we're going to cook the French fries until they are nice and soft. Do you need a pot? There's a bunch over here. Okay.
Figure out what size I was. I'm not gonna make fun.
Bless you. All right, let me try to find something for us to bake those beans.
So everything is this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, let me get a few more. Does everybody have one of those? Oh, you've got. This for the beans. I'll find you another one.
I think I have two top big rounds over there.
Yeah. What's the name? I'm going to check my French fries in just a second. Finish them out. If we need more clams, I'll open up more clams. Just let me know. All right, I've got my beans that are cooked right here. I'm going to take my beans out of my pot. Going to keep them off to the side. Like so. Check my potatoes. Fryer. If you want to, you can save all that scrap in the scrap product, put it into the compost. About another minute or so on the potato, then I will have that out. French fries out, no color. No color. Nice and soft. But no color to it. All right, here are my potatoes. I've taken them out of the fryer. They're nice and soft, but with no color. So I'm gonna just kind of put these off to the side, and I will later on I will fry them up when I need them. Right when I need them. So I've got that. I'm gonna start working on probably my beans, and then I'll do my soup. But you could probably, actually, I'll do my soup now. Which you brought? Byron? I go to that. Oh, you're not bringing a bottle. Yeah, it's right here, very bottom. right? Who came in? Who just came in? Who was that? Dominic?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
All right, cool. Just make sure you send me a picture of you in uniform. Or turn on your camera, one of the two.
Yes, Chef.
Thank you, sir. Sorry. So remember, when you're cutting your vegetables for your soup, you just got to make sure that whatever vegetables they need to be about the same or smaller than the clams. So you are about the same size or smaller, somewhere around there. I mean, they're kind of chopped up, but you want to make sure that, you know, the clams are the main focus. That's the most important thing. I mean, the potatoes might be a little more big, and it is what it is on the potatoes. Because you don't want your potatoes too small, because if they are, then they'll get kind of mushy. But so you've got to kind of play with the size a little bit. And guys, I did not put in grades in yesterday. Sorry, I was having internet issues late last night, I finally got my internet working again at the house. So I did not get the grades in. I will put them in this afternoon for everybody. Sorry, I had AT&T at my house dealing with that yesterday. So I'm just prepping for the soup. Chowder. And when you think of chowder, you think of kind of thick, creamy, rich chowder. So you want to make sure that thought goes with the soup. So the soup is not kind of thick and kind of chowdery light. You know, you need to make sure it has got that chowder look to it, right? But corn chowder. It is the consistency. It is the cream. Or kind of a roux, kind of cream, milky kind of a texture. Now you also do have New England clam chowder and Manhattan. So Manhattan clam chowder is a tomato-based or tomato soup-based product or kind of broth. It's red. It's a lot thinner. There's no thickening power, so you have no roux. And it's tomato juice kind of product. So now, you know, you have corn chowder, you have all different kinds of chowders, but it's usually most of any chowder is kind of has roux in it, and it's more of a milk or cream or a velouté, more velouté based than anything else. So I'm just small dicing this. And I'm a southpaw, so if anybody is a lefty. Yes, you can put garlic in there for sure. Did I turn on the oven? Yeah, of course. I just turned it on. I really didn't look at what the temp was. You know, probably after I get my soup started and get my, I will probably get my oyster crackers started as well. Potatoes for the soup. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, here's kind of the Boston baked beans. The beans are already cooked pretty much, and we mix all that ingredients in. So the Worcestershire, the ketchup, the brown sugar, the onions, all of that. And then now we're gonna bake it. Okay, everybody see that? That's what we're gonna be doing. Who was the instructor that did that little paper?
Oh, both Chuck Platt and Chuck Greg did it when I had a, for Chuck
Oh, no.
Greg, we just did a workout,
It's like a Google Doc?
yeah,
Gotcha.
and,
Huh.
I can send it to you.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, and if you want to, if we want to use it, you know, I'll hand y'all the option. I'm fine with that. Right, so all I'm prepping for my soup right now. So I got my bacon, I've got my onions, I got my celery, I've got my potatoes. Get some thyme. And then pretty much that's it. I just need my clams and for the thyme, I'm gonna just take it off the stem and just kind of chop up the thyme leaves. And that will be for my soup. And I will go try to see where the dishwasher is in a few minutes. So for my soup, I've got my vegetables, I've got kind of everything squared up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rendering my bacon. And I'm going to just kind of start cooking my bacon down. Y'all good on that? Online peeps, y'all good? I'm going to start rendering my bacon. Here's my bacon cut up. Got my onions right here. I need onions for another thing. I just cut, just going to put it off to the side. I've got my celery cut, and I've got my potatoes cut right here. So I'm going to start rendering this bacon down, making sure that I take some of that bacon out, because I want to make sure that bacon, we want to crisp up that bacon, and it's going to be used for farming. So any questions so far on my online people? Y'all good? All right, cool.
Did
So
you say? Oh, sorry. Did you say how long it was going to take for the beans to cook 'em?
It takes about 30 to 35 minutes, somewhere around there, for them to cook the first time. And then you take them out, and then you kind of mix everything together, and then you bake it. And then it'll probably take another 30 minutes for it to bake.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Guys, I sound like y'all been in this lab before, or this kitchen. When the vent fans are on, they do blow the fire a little bit. So, you know, it takes sometimes a little longer for it to cook up or to heat up. And to make the veloute. Now, the issue is, you know what a roux looks like, right? Okay, so when you're cooking that probably going to need more fat because there's the bacon that we get here. I mean, it's fatty, but it's not like ultra fatty. So where you might need a little more fat to it. So you might need to add a little bit of butter. You might need to add a little bit of canola oil if you need to. You know, it really kind of depends. You know, but you need to do that. But you need to. What I want you to do today is you get the flour. You have flour in a container, and what I usually do is I take my pot, whatever I'm cooking in, the soup pot, and I dust it. Dust the flour on the bottom of that pot. And then I kind of stir it up and I try to think, okay, for this amount of soup that I'm making, how much roux do I need to make? Okay, now it might be too thick. You might have it too thick. But what I want you to use is that as a data point. Okay, as a data point meaning, okay, so you remember how much flour you put in there, and then the finished product might be a little too thick. So next time you do it, you're going to say, okay, for that amount of soup, I need less. So you already have that data point, right? And it's not a big deal. If it's too thick, you just thin it down, right? It's no skin off your back. And if it's too thin, you can always, on the side, make a quick roux, right? And thicken it up, okay? So there is no wrong, okay? But what I want you to use is when you use your own judgment, and then you say, okay, wow, that was too thin. So then the next time you do it, you have that data point in your head and go, oh, yeah, this, bam. That's how I like to do the work. Okay, and it's using those data points of, you know, and I use this, and you can keep cutting or whatever else, but I use this as like making hollandaise sauce or making mayonnaise. Anybody that did not rate their mayonnaise or hollandaise, I feel like you did not get a good education, because the only reason why is because you don't know you don't have that data point of how far it goes to break, right? Once you have that feeling of how far it breaks or if it scrambles or whatever else, now you have that data point to where I feel like you have learned more than someone that did not break it, because at least now you know once you get to that point, you're like, oh shoot, man, I'm about to break it, because you have that data point. Does that kind of make sense? So that's how I like to teach. I try to give you that you know, I don't hide anything, and that's kind of the way I like to teach in my class, and that's how I kind of do it. So, but I like to give you my logic on everything that I do. I don't like to leave anything for interpretation. If I do, you know, right? I've been married for 21 years. I've learned that I cannot assume anything. Wife, girlfriend, she was 17 and I was 18, 48, 47. And I still can't see her. That it is what it is, right? Thank goodness for marriage counseling over the years. Awesome. You know what? I know it's a pain in the ass, but I bet you've gotten it down.
Yeah, I don't care about it. But I'm
I always break my first holiday and second.
You know, my very first holidays I made in a workplace, it was 2 flats of eggs that I was making, 2 flat egg holidays. And and so you think about all that butter, I broke it. Oh, sorry, I broke it, and I got good ash to it because my school didn't say, oh, you should, this is how you fix it or whatever else. But I did not fix it. Well, I threw it all away. So that was $100 worth of butter, that I threw away. And so I think it's important to learn from, all of those things. So, and hopefully all y'all online folks are hearing the conversation that I'm having as well. So, it's okay to make mistakes. You get a data point. I just kind of take it off to the side and put it off to the side for a few minutes and start cooking everything else. Oh, my online people here. There's my bacon right here in this pot. And I'm going to take my bacon out and leave the fat in there. And I'm going to start cooking my onions and celery. What you looking for? We don't have lids. So if it's for this right here. You could all right, I'm sorry. So I don't know if you can see in here, there's not much fat at all. My bacon wasn't that fatty. So I'm going to need some fat. I'm going to need some fat in here. I really don't care what fat you use. It could be canola oil, it could be butter, it could be whatever fat that really turns you on. You'll hear me say, I love lard, I love butter. Any of that stuff is good. So I'm going to put my onions and celery in my pot and start setting that down. I want a nice, I don't want any color, I need the celery. That's why I put in the celery with the onions. It's because the celery has a lot of moisture, right? And that will help keep it from browning as much. Does that make sense? And next payday, I'll get a little extra money. I'll have a little bigger speaker so I don't have to wear my earphones, kind of like Jeff Scott. I'll get it. I'm on a budget. My wife gives me my money. And I've spent it already. This tape here. Yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, I like to just, I'll buy like knives, I'll buy. Like over the years, I will buy stuff, and my wife's a saver, so that's why I got her. We got in deep trouble with a lot of. That's a very beginning. So here's my onion celery right here. Onion celery, onion celery kind of doing its thing right here in the soup. Here's my onions and celery and my bacon fat. I did put a little bit of butter on Line Peeps, if you want to look at that. Here it is. I'm going to add flour in a few minutes, but I want to put those onions and celery down. Yeah. No, but I will. Give me 1 second. Yeah, of course. Here, I'll go get one.
Oh, Steph.
Offline for 1 second.
I can use this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's about the right size.
I mean, I'm gonna use that. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Don't wanna- Stifle your creativity. And I'll show you if you want. I'm going to just kind of dust in some, or in that dusting of flour, is the French term is called songe. The songe, you're dusting in flour. But I'll show you a little more. That. And I would use all-purpose flour, not red flour or anything like that, to make your dough. Okay, so I'm gonna, if you want to look, I'm basically gonna just nice little kind of coating at first, kind of top it, and then I stir it, and once I can that's about right. I like to put this in, and that's about it. Now, depending on how much you're making, right? You know, and again, most restaurants always have glue already made, just kind of sitting there. So if you need it, you can always kind of do it. But I can always make more glue, or I can make other like Bermudier balls. Bermudier balls are basically raw flour with roll of butter or like room temp butter. You mix it, you just kind of throw it in here. It's uncooked fruit. It's kind of folks. We go online, folks. Here is the roux right here for the, this is a one pot deal. So this has got my celery, onions, and the bacon fat and a little bit of butter I cooked down, and then I just dusted in flour to make a roux. Does everybody kind of see that? That's kind of what we're going to be doing. Then I'm going to add my liquid. My liquid is the clam juice. And then I'm going to add some water. Yes, Elizabeth? That's fine. Now, yeah, chicken stock would work great with this. Gives us that kind of color, kind of cut it down a little bit. Yes, ma'am. Okay, can I throw a little more flour in there? Put in a little bit because you can always add more, never take away. That's my motto. So, here, if you want to get over here, and you know what? I can also get like the portable burner. Would you like that? To have it location. They're right there. If you'd like to, I can show you how to do that as well. If you've never used one of those before, but you can have it sitting at the station if you like. I don't have enough room for one. I would probably do it.
Yeah, we used to last one on pancake.
Okay, so you kind of know. So you can. I would suggest if you ever want to use it,
Yeah.
grab it, use it. I have zero problem with that. I think that would be so now the soup is kind of coming up. I've got to make sure that the thickness is right. And again, roux-based products. Remember, roux-based products, they do thicken as they get, as it sits, right? So it just might take, we'll thicken up.
I added the beans into the base whatever.
And remember, it's got to come up to a boil before it thickens. So you need to make sure it comes up to a boiling boil before it thickens. So, yeah, my online people, can y'all hear me while I'm kind of talking by the stove? Have y'all been hearing? Oh, y'all haven't? Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry.
It's just a little hard to hear when you're not like right here.
Okay, awesome. I will try to fix this. Can y'all hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Or can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna get my. Can you hear me now?
It's a little harder, but I can still kind of hear you.
All right, that's fine. All right, it's probably because the fans are really loud over there. So I will make sure when I'm talking, I get closer. And I will see if there's any other device that I can use that's maybe a little louder for us next time. I'll try it. I'll talk to a few other steps to see what I can do. I'm so sorry for not being able to hear it as well. Okay, so here is my clam bologna with my potatoes, with my, everything in there. It just kind of started coming up to the simmer. Right? I might need it a little thicker, but I'm gonna kind of cook it a little bit. Plus, I'm gonna add cream to it as well in a while. But I'm gonna kind of cook it down, and it will kind of thicken up a little bit. But I can always thicken it up a little bit more later on. Guys, if you can see, this is my clam veloute right here. It's got the clam juice. I did add just a touch of water to the clam juice. I've got my celery, onions, and potatoes in there. I will kind of cook that down. I will then get my clams, put my clams in there. I'll put in my cream, adjust it with salt, white pepper. If you don't have white pepper is totally fine. And I did put my thyme, chopped up thyme sprig or leaves in there. Questions about that? Anybody? Low, kind of over there, kind of doing its thing. So guys, on my online people, the soup is on the stove, just kind of slowly cooking. And I've got my bacon. I don't want to forget my bacon because my bacon's going to be my garnish. So I'm going to put that over to the side. So my potatoes are cut and cooked. My soup is going. Now I'm going to start working on either my oyster crackers or my beans. I'm probably going to go do my beans first, then my oyster crackers, then I'll deal with the fish. So I need to set up more bacon. Got leftover?
Yeah.
Are you going to use it? I mean, if you're going to use it, use it.
No, it's effective.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, can I use it? Oh. Well,
Didn't think of what I would possibly do.
Hey, anyone else online? Do you guys have fish or clams? 'Cause I don't have either one of those in my box.
Yeah, we have it.
I know I have clams. I haven't checked if I have the cod or not.
Yeah, I got mine. I was missing bacon though yesterday, so they might. I don't know if they forgot a few things.
Was there not any in there?
Yeah, sure. I don't have the fish or the clams in my
Sorry.
box.
You don't have the clams or the fish?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have like chicken liver and crab meat.
How far do you live from the school?
From school,
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
clams should be in a little portion cup. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I won't count off if you don't do the clams in it. You can just do the soup. And that are you can kind of not finish today. Just kind of leave it, and you can I can meet you somewhere with that, and you can finish it up at another date if you would like to do that.
Sure. But what about because I can make the soup without the clams.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
But I don't have the cod either.
Okay, I can meet you with it, or I can or you can kind of not do that one for today, and I can give it to you next week, and you can just remake just that cod next week if you would like, or I could meet you with the cod sometime after class today.
Yeah. Can I like beer batter some chicken?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Any other substitute would work just fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that would work fine.
All right, thanks, Chef.
All right, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
I did. That's right.
After you did.
After I put in the potatoes after I made put in my flour. Yeah. There's bay leaf somewhere. I just saw. Somewhere. Yeah.
Right there.
You know what? For these oyster crackers, your dough for your oyster crackers, I'm gonna put it in the freezer just to kind of get it a little cooler for you. Because
I know that freezer goes really close.
okay, all right, we'll watch it. It just seems a little warm in here. Just with people going in and out. All right, for the heavy cream or your soup. Guys, I'm going to put a little heavy cream in there. As of right now, it looks kind of a lutte-like, or it's not really kind of that creamy look. If you add your cream, it will give it that kind of bacon, I'll plate it up with the bacon and maybe a little herbage. If you want to put a little chopped parsley, that would be fine as well. Guys, my online people, I'm going to show you my my soup real quick. Let me go grab it. You'll kind of see what the soup looks like now. Over here.
So that,
I can always add more root, yes. Totally fine. I'm walking around a lot. All right, so on my online people, if you can see, here's my soup right here. Now I'm gonna let this kind of cook down a little bit. It's a little thin, but I'm gonna I'll let it'll thicken up in a few minutes. But this is the roux, or this is the soup. All I need to do is put in my clams at the end. I need to put my what else? Bacon as garnish, and I need to season with salt and pepper. That's it. And sometimes I like to put a little acid in it, lemon juice or lime juice or some sort of acid. And and the reason why I like to put a little acid in like cream-based products, because acid cuts fat, and sometimes it's too fatty, and so where that acid will cut that fattiness in your roof of your mouth. In just a few minutes, I'm going to run out and go check and see if I can find Herschel, see if he can slide in here. So for my beans, I'm getting the ketchup. Gonna get the ketchup, the sugar, the Worcestershire sauce. Has everybody done their beans yet? All right, so for my beans, I've got, you see ketchup, got my sugar, black pepper, Worcestershire sauce, little Worcestershire. If you need more clam juice, I can get more. You need it? Okay, heard that. Heard clam juice. We've got enough clam. Do you have enough clam?
I do.
Okay. So here are my beans. If I see my Boston baked beans sitting right here, I'm gonna just make sure it's seasoned properly, right? You need to make sure it's salted, peppered properly, not too sweet, not too sour. Yeah, just so where it's not in your face. On the bottom. I didn't do it. I have the same container, but no, that's fine. I just wanted to. Sorry. I just saw a picture of that. So as of right now, I've got my online people. I've got my beans going in the oven now, cooking for about 30 minutes or so, or until desired doneness and desired. I've got my soup going, and I need to now do my either my sorry. What else? My crackers, oyster crackers, and then my fish.
Chef, did you have onion and bacon in your beans just now?
Yes, I had onions and bacon. So I cooked my, so in the beans, hold on, let me get to the bean recipe real quick. Need maybe a better setup for my computer. All right, so the beans have onions, molasses, brown sugar, ketchup, Dijon mustard, cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, salt, and pepper, and then the bacon is off to the side, so I can put it as a garnish.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. We also need to make mayonnaise or tartar sauce. Tartar sauce right here. Okay. I'll write it. If you want to look, I've got it right here. If you would like. Do I need to get some relish? Oh, you? Oh, yeah. Don't know where they ended up today. I think here's capers right here. Oh, here's sweet relish. Right here. Here's the relish and the I have the relish sitting over here. I'm gonna run and go see about. Yes, it's scanned right here.
Got it.
Yeah, it'll be on my table. Hey, guys, I'm gonna go to a different kitchen. I'll be right back.
Heard.
And if I need more, I has everybody got your potatoes done? The first step.
The blank.
All right, so just make sure everybody has. Turn up the.
Yeah. Oh. It'll all work out. Yeah, I like that. Like, I'm weird. I like this solo.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, man. Thank you, Herschel. Yes, sir.
When we did the red and the oil, we just pop it in and pop.
Yeah.
And then add it.
Yeah. Kind of see. Maybe it'll be a little thicker, but it's gonna be a little bit before I actually, cook this or plate it up.
Walk it further.
Has everybody cooked their potatoes the first time? Oh, I know that. No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that. No, I was gonna, when you're done, you can open up the fryer and just, turn it to like 350. And if you don't know how to do it, I can show you how. Is that the?
Yeah,
Yeah, feel free.
Make sure.
Guys, offline for a whole minute.
For
Thank you.
You driving me crazy?
No. I mean, it is tougher. You got it.
Did you use the one on the portal or the one beside it? Did you use Rexy on the portal or the one beside it? I just wanted to have one, and that one had this on it.
Hey, hold on one second. Oh, you know what? I wasn't Sorry, I tasted your food. I guess I. It's just hard to not do what I've been doing for years and years and years, and that's tasting people's food. I mean, I'm okay with tasting on food if y'all want me to. I wouldn't spread that around to other chefs or anything like that, but I've taken my vaccine. I'm not worried as much as I would. So if you want me to taste the food, I have zero problem. Now, just liability, I don't know if I want you to taste my food because the liability on the school part or that. Don't want it. My last. Okay, that's fine. I get that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then that's fine. I need to oh. Yeah, just a touch more and I can. Here, I'll taste it. What do you think it needed? Oh, yeah. You know what? Mix up a little bit of Sriracha and give it a little, acid flavor. But other than that, I think it's very good. Maybe a touch more salt. Because the salt intake or the salt intake. So where I'm okay with that. You can just the bar oven over here is set up for hot holding. So I'm going to go ahead and make tartar sauce real quick so everybody can see how to make the mayonnaise. And guys, when you're making the mayonnaise, make sure it is really thick. That's so important. When you put it like kind of thin. I mean, it looks fine. I would just say turn it down because you don't want to beat up the potatoes. Where's your counter? Over here.
It'll take for the fire to back up. So, but just remember to be careful. That is all right, so guys, here is the oyster crackers right here. And the dough was made. The dough, it was rolled out and then cut into whatever desired shape. Shape that you want. There it is. Any questions on what it should look like? What was it? So guys, I'm gonna work on now making my mayonnaise. So I'm gonna be doing mayonnaise now for my so I need a yolk. There is the amounts for the mayonnaise already measured or written out for you on that recipe. There you go. You got it. You need a book? All right, and I'll try to figure out a better system for my table. And I might move it kind of closer to the door next time. So my online peeps. So I've got my bowl right here for my mayonnaise. Got what you need. Oh, okay. I've got an egg yolk right here. And y'all, I can't position my camera so you can kind of see the inside the bowl, sorry. But I will try to speak out loud enough so y'all can, I'm gonna put a little Dijon. I like putting mustard. The mustard in there is a help as a binder. I don't think there is mustard in this recipe, but I really like to use a little bit of mustard. And y'all use mustard powder, right? Or Dijon when you were making mayonnaise? Dijon, yeah. So I know the recipe for that it doesn't have Dijon on the recipe, but I would say use a little Dijon in there to help bind it up because that's a binder. And I've got the Dijon sitting right here. Oh, yeah, it's on my table.
a little bit of milk in there, and once it comes up to it, set it down. The oil, it is right here. Or actually, let's use up these first. We'll use up this oil first and then we'll go from there. So the most important thing for this mayonnaise is making sure that the mayonnaise is ultra thick. It needs to be ultra thick before you start adding anything else. So the thicker, the better for the mayonnaise. So my online people, I've got my egg yolk in this bowl and a little bit of Dijon. I don't, if you heard, hopefully you heard my explanation on the Dijon. The Dijon helps with the binding of it and making it thicker. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly, the most important thing for making mayonnaise, and I cannot stress this enough, slowly add the oil at the very beginning. I mean, like ultra drizzle, you know, like a small fine stream. Once it thickens up, then you can add it faster, but it's just that first initial emulsion that is so important. And if you're not whipping in oil, don't whisk too much, because we don't want grayonnaise. We don't want gray mayonnaise, right? Because that's aluminum, right? That's aluminum cans, right? So aluminum tends to, you know, and then you got metal on metal contact, right? So that metal on metal contact will kind of turn it grayish. So if you're not whipping it, you know, don't sit there and whip it for no reason. And I don't know, the online people, you can kind of see how slow I'm adding that oil in at first. Very important that you add it in slow. And I don't know if you see, I've got a towel down on my cutting board, and I'm kind of folding it over so where my egg is kind of kicked over to the side, so where I'm only having to whip in one area instead of having to whip in multiple areas. Especially once I'm trying to get this first emulsion. And if you do add the oil too fast and it breaks, let me know. I will help you out and we'll fix it. But you can start to see it's starting to thicken up just a little bit right here. You know, starting to thicken up. Oven. Starting to thicken up. Yes, I did. So I didn't put any water or any other liquid. I let that Dijon kind of thin it down a little bit for me, because I want as thick of a mayonnaise as possible. Dijon? No. Never too late to add. Do you need a bigger pot? Do you want me to go get you one? Oh, okay. All right, so guys, so my online people, you can start to see my mayonnaise is thickening up now. And so as it thickens up, it I can pour the oil in a little bit faster. But I've just got to manage it and make sure that I'm not. All right, and you can start to see the online people, you can see it sticking to my whip a little bit more. Guys, y'all can see that my mayonnaise is starting to stick to my whip a little bit more, but I want to be able to flip this bowl upside down without any movement. So that's how thick I want. Then I will start adjusting, adding all of the other stuff that's supposed to be in there for the tartar sauce. All right, now my online peeps, you can see how it's even thicker. And you can see mine, it's gotten a lot thicker now. It's holding, it's not really dripping off my whip. Watery. There's a lot of oil, but I can look in just a second. Okay. So honestly, one egg yolk, a container of this oil about this size is about right. With a little Dijon, you can see. So one egg yolk, a little small spoonful of Dijon, and then basically about this much oil, and that will do you. You know, the very first time I made mayonnaise at school, we were making a saffron mayonnaise. So it was kind of, and we had to sit all, after we made it, we all had to line up and we had to put the bowl over our head, just like that. And lo and behold, I still own the jacket that's stained with saffron oozing because I screwed it up the very first time. So online peeps, you can see here I am, my mayonnaise over my head should be that thick, okay? Now, at this point, I can start adding all of my stuff. Now, the problem with the recipe, sometimes you might need a little more this, a little more that. You can always add more to it. You can never take it away. So just make sure that when you're making this tartar sauce, that you're not overly doing it, and make sure that everything is kind of chopped up really fine. You know, the capers, and I'm going to show you the capers. The capers are sitting in a brine. I've got the capers right here. Sorry, you can go do whatever you need to do. Yeah, you can reach over. Go for it. You do what you need to do. Sorry, I'm going to be in y'all's way probably. Do I need help with the mayonnaise? So I've got my capers. I've mentioned my capers for my tartar sauce, and then I'm going to chop them up. And y'all have all probably had tartar sauce before, right? So you kind of know how much, you know, or what it should look like. So if it's a little, you know, you can always add more stuff. You just can never take it away. That's my biggest deal for y'all.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you have
I
a
know.
cream in there, add it.
Just a little bit.
All right, then to give it that bright color, like what we want, you can put cream in a little bit now, or whatever you want.
Okay, I need to bring it up to a boil.
Yeah, for sure. Talk her out of a little bit of food. Who made extra food? Yeah, you can try to sweet talk her out of food. That food will help, that will help, get that together. Yeah. So if your soup, my online people, if your soup is a little fatty, you can always add a little more roux to it, and that will help bind up that fat.
I messed up. I just put too much oil.
All right, then what you can do is get another egg yolk. And get a bowl. And you can pour milk into that. If you want to try to one egg yolk, you want to do that, or get like a half. I like it. So if you want a little bit of egg yolk, and then slowly incorporate this into it. Yeah, you know, I mean, that happens, you know, I mean, it's so, I'll try to find smaller bowls for it. All right, so in my mayonnaise, I've got my, for my online people, here's my mayonnaise right here. I've got my sweet relish right here. I've got my capers that I'm going to chop up. I would make sure you rinse your capers, rinse them because they are been sitting in a brine. So guys, make sure you rinse your capers before you chop them up. And when you chop them up, I actually will kind of taste it just a little bit. Use, and I'm trying to move my stuff so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, and then you can put just a little small bit of Dijon in there and then slowly mix that. All right, so I got my capers chopped up, and you don't need much. You start to see my online people, you can start to see my mayonnaise is turning into more of a tartar sauce looking right here. So this has got my mayonnaise, tartar sauce, mayonnaise, pickle relish, and my capers. Up here. Okay, I'll bring that there. All right. everything else in, and it's almost ready, then you can do it. Oh, all you have to do. And you don't really want to overcook it too much. Is it coming together? You don't want to overcook it. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Not having enough space. Oh, you're right here. Oh, paper, yeah. Hey, what? Oh, I heard that. Give me a second. Oh, never mind. Hey, I'm gonna steal your wire whip for a minute. Sorry.
Anywhere on the bottom. Oh.
There's a bigger wire whip, I think, in the. Yeah, you can make add oil and not the. So here's my clam chowder right here. Pretty much squared up, ready to go. I'll get you a bigger wire whip. I heard that.
Oh, we're gonna get
go. Another egg yolk. So my online people, I'm getting my Tabasco sauce that I need for my tartar sauce. Tabasco. I get a little Worcestershire. Easy on the Worcestershire because it can easily overdo it, and it'll turn it kind of too dark. That looks beautiful. Yeah. Have to check it out. I also like to squeeze maybe a scotia lemon in there as well. Okay. All right, guys, here's my baked beans, right here. And there it is. It's a little cooked, but it will work out just fine. All right. Yeah, okay, everything's at the corner of it yonder. I can just know that I can say, but I'll taste it. Hold on a second. And it's going to take a while for it to really kind of the flavors to kind of marry and get together. Kind of like salsa. Sorry, man. Kind of like salsa, where it just takes a little bit of time for the flavors to kind of co-mingle and get together. Great. And as it sits and kind of cooks a little bit, it will thicken up. It is 8:16 right now. And you know what? How about this? You'll want, what sometimes I usually do is get one. We used to do this in groups, like group of two would kind of do all the production. So this is one of the reasons why it's so much production is just for one person. Because this is usually done in a group of two people. would get is, I have two people that make all of this food, right? Per group. So if you wouldn't mind, if y'all want to, we can use his oyster crackers. So where we don't all, I usually got one or two of my group to make oyster crackers for everybody. So where we don't have to. This is a lot of work for one person, especially a 4-hour period. Do what? Yeah, all right. I mean, because y'all have done, a biscuit method before and all of that. So that's kind of, hey, just watch your wire. There are 9 minutes left. Okay. So same thing for the online folks. If you do not have time to get your oyster crackers done, please do not fret about it, because all of this work was typically for a group of 2. So this is kind of how we used to do it. Probably gonna get that eventually doing it. But that's kind of the deal. And if that hinders your education, you can do it. I don't want to make you feel like you're getting shortchanged.
Chef, I also didn't receive a piece of fish.
Oh, all right. Okay, so if you right, so either you can read something else. I can give it to you later on. Credit for it later, or I can, just I can, do any of that. So whatever you would like to do, I'll help you out. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm used to. So whatever you would like to do, we can do. That I will jump on that bomb, and I'm sorry. I'll take full responsibility for that. I'm so sorry. For all of
It's not a problem. I'll probably just I'll ask to have a piece for next week.
Yes,
'Cause I
that
don't
is
know what else
fine.
I could bread.
I will have that for you for next week.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you could, again, I write notes and do all of that. If you could just kind of help remind me, I would appreciate it. Because sometimes I will forget. With my medication I take, my chemo medication, sometimes my brain is not keep that.
Not a problem. I tend to forget a lot of things too.
All right. Then it'll thicken, and that will help. So if you put a little cream, the only thing it might change is the salt content. So you might need to do a little bit more. Let me get a water. Can we get you a chair?
Where's it?
It's in that flash, like go straight into that door. Right. That one right to the right hand side or left hand side right there. And grab the yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's great. That helps. Yeah, It's not as, yeah, it's not as fatty. Yeah, flour helps bind up that fat. So if you have a fatty, something like a clean base or a clean, you always add just a little more food to it, and then now if it's a little too thick, you can get that. You can- How it's kind of incorporated a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Know about this. Start putting all your other stuff in here. Good. The guy arm workout. Yeah, that was from yesterday, last night, the PM people. Yeah, they just put, I don't know why. I'm gonna run that water for a minute, let it run. Okay, so here is my tartar sauce right here online, folks. My soup is right here. I just need to kind of finish it up or just make sure it's seasoned properly. But everything is in there. If you, like I told y'all, or if you didn't hear it, or if you couldn't hear, if you do not want to do, or if you don't have time to do the, the oyster crackers, but the people that maybe don't have the fish can make the oyster crackers and kind of do that if you would like. But it is kind of the biscuit method. You kind of cut in everything and you let it sit and you just roll it out thin and you cut it into whatever desired shapes you would like. And I showed y'all the one that it was rolled out and cut.
Chef,
Yes, ma'am. Here. Yes, ma'am.
for your chowder, you cook the roux and everything in the stock pot, correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's a one pot deal. Good job, Tyler. I saw it looked like it was thick enough. Oh, the boxes are right there. Yeah. Pickles juice. And I'm gonna get you dill pickle juice because I think because you need a little juice with that. Yeah, and that dill pickle juice will give you that tang. So give me a second, I will get
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Guys, just so y'all, I think I may have made it a matter for like all of us. So, yeah, it's a lot. So just, so you don't have to make it. Yeah. And you get more beer to take off. No, and you get more beer to take off.
Oh, here, that one.
And oyster crackers are right there at the lake. It's already. I turned it on, yeah, it's ready to go. Hey, someone watch your beans in here. I've got some, dirt, it's a quarter home pickle cube that we can adjust, your tartar sauce with. If you need it. Maybe a little dry, so we can fix that. Then, you know what, for your tartar sauce, I think you maybe put a little too much tobacco in there. Right now, try it. I mean, it's going to taste, all the flavors are in there, right? And that's the problem. Tartar sauce needs to sit for a little bit, but it's got a little more twang to it. Do what? Yeah, but if you want any more pickle juice, you can add a little of this because it gives it that twang. Show me a taste yours.
I mean, mine is also very Tabasco-y.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just clean my food. Pretty good. Honestly, I really like the flavor. You got a great flavor. Maybe it's got a little Tabasco hit in the back, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe just next time, maybe cut the Tabasco down just a hair. But other than that, everything else tastes amazing. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, of course. That's all for y'all. And guys, if you don't want me to taste your food, please let me know. I don't want to make you uncomfortable one bit. All right. So I don't ever want anybody to feel uncomfortable. You what? Yeah. I'm really want this. Oh, first that. Awesome. You're the man. You know what? I mean, yeah, you know what? Add a little bit of to it as well, just a touch of water, and that will kind of let it sit and hydrate. Oh, but you know what? Man, they taste really good. If you just put just a touch of water to kind of sit it down just a little bit, I think you'd be really good on that. Okay. And I'm sorry, I have to keep it clean.
What? Oh, yeah, I just don't want to get in your way all the time, but. Hey, how's my online people doing? Y'all doing good? Tyler, you good? All right, cool. Oh, you can put it right there. Can y'all hear me better like this?
Yes.
Okay, then I will stop using my headphones. You're just gonna, we'll just do it off the headphones for right now. Yeah. Of course I can. Everybody good online? Online people, y'all good? Show you the beer batter real quick. That adds a good flavor as well. What? Still weed, yes. All right, so guys, here's the beer batter. It's a 1-to-1 ratio to 1 part cornstarch to 1 part flour, and then send it down with beer or some sort of flavor or liquid. A lot of times you don't have beer, you carbonate it, some sort of carbonation, because that bubbles help with the leavening agent and kind of a little bit as well. And then you've got what, baking soda. What else did you put in here? Baking soda, baking powder? Or hold on.
Chef, you're a bit choppy. You're cutting out just a little bit.
No, I just can't remember. Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, this looks consistency wise. Okay, now, the only thing I would say for when you batter something, you always want to test it. You want to dip, get a little bit of that fish or get a little of that something, dip it in there and try it first before you do all of it, right? Because you don't want to, if it doesn't stick, you want to make sure it sticks. Does that make sense to y'all? Cool. For the fish, I would just pat it all kind of dry before you season it and throw it. Yeah. Yeah. Can I taste it or do you want to? That's okay. If you do have one vinegar in here, if you want to add a little bit of that vinegar to your or your so it doesn't settle, sit right there. And it might get a little greasy now that I've ripped that back side off. Just to let you know. That should be good. Tyler, you are good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Chef. I'm just reading.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I just want to make sure. You can fry it whole like that. I'm totally fine with that. But, you know, you just want to just test it and yeah, that looks great. You just want to test it and make sure it's, the batter is correct, and he's already been doing, or he just did that, so. Looks good. Oh, we're So for the online people, when you are cooking your fish, I would say you want to pad off your fish dry, and then you season with salt and pepper. Okay, and remember, this is a decent size, you know, a decent thickness, right? So you want to make sure it tastes good. So you need to make sure that you season well with salt and pepper. Oh, that's perfect.
Chef,
Yes.
I heard like every third word you said.
Same here.
All right, I'll try to fix it. Hold on. But here is the fish right here. Just keep them warm. You can keep them in another top oven where that flour is on top. You can use that. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Hi. Okay, so what I was saying was the fish, you need to make sure that you season really well with salt and pepper. Because the batter, when you season the batter, but the problem is the batter needs to, I'm sorry, the fish needs a lot of seasoning to it. So just make sure you heavily season that fish before you batter it, because a lot of that seasoning is going to fall off in that batter. So you need to counterbalance that. Does that make sense?
Okay, so.
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? Did I break up too much?
No, that was better.
Okay, cool. All right, and I will work on my audio. I apologize. Yes, what's up?
I'm just looking for something to 14 minutes back.
Okay. Good. That's not.
All the time. All the time.
All right, so the soup is pretty much squared up, ready to go. The tartar sauce is squared up, ready to go. My French fries are blanched off. They just need to be finished in the fryer to get it nice and golden brown. But they are blanched, ready to go. My beans are cooked, sitting here, waiting for me, staying nice and warm. And then my fish, I'm going to batter in just a second and fry that up. The only thing that I'm going to be missing is the oyster crackers, but I did not show you how to do that yet. But it's like making biscuits, the biscuit method, and you've done that before. So, and you just want to cut it into little small pieces because it is going to be in soup. Yes. Okay, thank you. I'll get it. Yeah. And here are the oyster crackers right here. You see they cut in little diamond shapes. Okay. It's basically the biscuit method. You roll it out, then or you make the dough, then you roll it out, you cut it. You don't want it more than a 1/4 inch thick. Any questions on that? Online people, are you good? All right, cool. Yeah, I think, do me explain why? Okay. When you cook it, the starches kind of come out on here. And what happens is you want to get this, you want the fryer as hot as possible to get that nice crisp to it. It kind of freezes that starch kind of on the outside. So then you get a nice golden brown and good crisp. It's like frozen French fries, because it's already all things that they've blanched off and all you need to do is kind of heat it. So that helps with the crispiness. Yeah, and it helps it from not being. That will, the starch on the outside actually kind of where it prevents. Yeah, that's the sole reason why. And you don't have to do it that way, but it's just, yeah, it's one of the, yeah, it's always something to make it happen. All right, so guys, let me, for frying the fish, just make sure that when you fry the fish, put the basket in, you want to kind of drop it and keep, yeah, I'm sorry, we only have one fryer. I'm going to show y'all how to season the fish. Okay. I've got some. I think they're good. Here's that Old Bay. If you want to keep in your fish with a little Old Bay, that's totally fine. Guys, I'm going to step out here for 1 second.
Anybody else want to go first? Okay.
Bunch of like seafood seasoning. So online people, here is the fish right here. It's got a little bit of Old Bay, salt, and pepper on it. And then we're gonna dip that into the batter and make sure that you get your hands kind of battery as well. Because when you put it in the grease, you wanna, if your hands are battered a little bit, what happens is that helps protect your fingers from burning yourself, and you can drop it in, and it also prevents like little finger holds or whatever else when your batter, if you have a lot of batter, you put it in there, and if you have a lot of batter on your hands, that will help seal up those holes from where you hold the fish. If you have a basket, if you have a basket, like a deep fryer basket, you always want that basket in the fryer first. Then you kind of drop the fish in, because if you put the fish on the basket, then put it in, that fish will stick to the basket, right? So right when you put it into the grease, you want to kind of shake that basket just a little bit, so it'll keep it up off of the basket for a few minutes, then so where it won't like stick. Now, if you don't have a basket, you're doing it in a pan at home, that's totally fine. You know, it's not going to stick, but that's the only issue with a deep fryer basket is that. So and then we're going to dip it in. I'm going to get a piece of fish, and I'm going to dip it into the batter so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, yeah. Sometimes we gotta. I can try to show you, like, let me just wash my hands real quick. All right, so you're gonna take your fish, you're gonna dip it in, And then and then right when you dip it in, you're gonna kind of take it out and let it kind of drip a little bit, and then put it in, because you don't want all that excess batter going all up in your grease, because then it'll those little pieces will could burn. So you got to be careful. But if you've ever gone to like Long John Silver's or anything like that, right? You know, if you've ever had that, they have all those kind of crackling. Oh, are you all right, Tyler? Tyler, you good? All right. Well, it looked like he was almost burned himself. But are y'all good so far? Yes. All right. Cool. So if you've ever had like from they have little cracklings or little pieces of the batter that they fry, and it kind of comes with the fish. So if you want some of that little crackling kind of thing, that's totally fine. We're gonna bread it up and fry it. Yeah, let me sign up to. I'll be back. Good job. All right. Usually, yeah, and then so. Something like that. So you might want, you know what, that'll be perfect for you guys. Is it still stuck? I tried it. All right, I'll keep soaking it. I can find a reason for you. Give me a couple minutes. Can I take your food over here? Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Oh, wow. That's really good. That's nice to see. That's nice, and it's a nice hearty soup for a cold day. That's perfect. Good?
Yeah.
Pretty bland. I think white pepper or maybe a little bit of salt in there first. And have you put hot salt in there? No. Okay. So, that's flying out. It could, but Alex is still going to back. So I would still take the ball in there, maybe hit it a little bit, mix it up, and then let me fix it again. Yeah, good. Yeah. What? Oh, no, this is for them to see. No, it doesn't, I mean, it's not recording. Yeah. No, it's just for these guys to see when I'm doing something over here. What is it? Oh. You good? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought you were. No. I'm just telling us to make sure that it does work. I'm not, I don't. You want me to taste yours? Hold on. You can put it right over here at the bottom. Just on that table. Somewhere on that table. Fine. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah. So what's kind of cool is if you taste other people, there's a slight difference. This one's got more of a kind of a potato kind of flavor to it. She might have put a little bit more potatoes in it, so the potatoes kind of broke up a little bit more, and that's fine. But you can taste the difference, right? You can taste it, right? Have you, that's fine. I would say maybe cut the potatoes a little more even, so they don't all wake up. But it tastes really good. Great job. So online people, here is the soup. There you go. Do you see that online folks? Here's the soup with the oyster crackers right there. Sorry. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll be right there. Hold on. Like, my line people, you can see, we're frying right now, it's kind of goes around. They were right there. That's, for good practice. So, well, the stock's fine. I wouldn't do any more pepper in there. You got that pepper red in the back of your throat. So I feel a little more in the weaker line, bigger product and my baby was like 80% size. Okay. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It tastes really good. But it's just, it's different. Everybody's just a touch different. And that's the cool thing about cooking, right? You know, everybody has a little different, all right, Churchill. There is no more sugar in here, son. Oh, you don't need to like stop. Oh, no, you don't need to stop. I mean, it's just one. Sorry, it's someone. Yeah, of course. Let me clean this good. Like, it's not clean. Okay. Did you need that? Oh. Oh, beans. Okay. Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of that. I think the next time, less white pepper. Okay. Less white pepper, because that or just use a lot, you put a lot of sap in there.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Okay, maybe just a little less of both of those, because you don't want that kind of that spike hit you back in your throat that much. But the good thing is, every time you eat, it kind of calms down that spice a little bit, but it's still got that kind of back in your throat spice a little bit. Yeah, I would say, but I feel like it kind of lingers a bit too long. So where you don't want that lingering effect. So just maybe just a touch less on both of them. I think that would be perfect.
Is there any way there's no way to break it right now?
No, but I just think it cooks right. Like that. And all of that. So it will kind of melt out. As it sits and marry well. Because you got the bacon and you know, it's just but it's still a little bit like it's going away. It's not and I'm very spicy. It's not bad. It's just got a little too long to drink that. But that's my only concern with that too. Everything else perfect. That little bit is kind of got a nice grip to the fist, not soft. Everybody good on the online? Copacetic?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
This is much more harder problem.
I'll take a second.
Oh, yeah. So a little bit of time, and, just sitting there, and just that little bit of dill, or I'm sorry, a little bit of that, pickle juice.
Yeah.
worked out really well. And like, okay, so if you see these little like scrabble, what I'm gonna call scrabble in here, if you've ever gone to, Walmart buildings or has like fried fish, sometimes they will serve that kind of scrabble or that little bit batter that there's, they kind of sometimes serve that with it. You can, and I just think, burn, but, that also helps.
I was going through it, but I don't know if it looks right with this one.
He's cleaning it right now. So we're.
That's okay. Prepared today.
What?
They were prepared today. For speed drive. Really.
Yeah.
About the fact that we've got spices and leftover stuff.
I agree.
I don't mean to complain.
No, I agree. I've actually tried to get them to move it all. Yeah. Oh, really? They probably get just stuck in there. Oh. Okay. All right, guys, here's the fried fish with the tartar sauce and the French fries. Right here. All right, guys, it's 9:15. We're gonna need to kind of get the move on scene. Guys, we got about 15 minutes to get most of this done. So we're gonna 30 minutes. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, now I'm already tasting some food. Oh, looks amazing. Can I show this? Guys, here are the big beans right here, nice and ooey gooey sexiness. That's totally fun. Yeah, no worries, bro. Here, I will show you. What's that? I thought there was something I made up. Oh, yeah, no, you want that. Oh, no, you got it. Keeps you from burning. Yeah, that's. Especially when you're doing chicken and stuff like that, you want what I call the boxing glove. You want that, so your fingers to be all kind of coated with flour as well. All right, so my online people, I will post the pictures in my folder. If you, let me show you.
I didn't hear anything you just said.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna post the photo that I have of my product in the shared folder, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna share my screen real quick and show you. So if you want to see like the demo or the demonstration of the picture, or like the picture of what I did. Let me find. On this shared folder where I'm gonna, if you see where it says Chef Cliff, I'm gonna post my photos in day 3. So if you want to come get whenever I have a chance, I'm gonna post my pictures on that day. So every day I will have my pictures posted here so you can kind of see how it was plated up. All right. So you can always get into my little folder right here where everybody else's are right here. This is all y'all's folders. You can put your picture right there. And you can look in my folder and I will have my pictures as well.
Okay, Chef.
Yeah. You think we can get everything going in probably about 10 minutes? All right. Sorry. Heard that, yeah. Guys, I need to. You said it, yeah?
Thermometer?
Yeah.
I gave it to Chicago last night.
Yeah, I have it.
I just want to make sure it's somewhere. Or I can give you.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, you can take it. I saw that Lily said her final, like her doctor's appointment. I don't see it on the calendar. Anywhere what day it is? I know you made the doctor's appointment for that. I got an email saying to confirm my appointment, but I can't see, it doesn't have the exact date. And I just. I can call it. I can call it. All right, cool. I just got to. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Beth. Love you. Bye. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. That's kind of a very. But you can use that.
Bless you. Bless you. And guys, sorry, I'm just now looking at the chat line. If there is something you ever need to get, sometimes I forget to look at it. So if there's something immediate, just yell at me, hey, shut up, or whatever else. But I just started looking at it, so sorry about that. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. Did you see me shake? Show that shake basket? That's the deal. When it's a wet batter like that, you gotta be kind of aggressively shake it. Once people kind of floating, the way it doesn't stick. And guys, sorry, I'm not good at doing the lineup and all of that sort of stuff. I just kind of see your picture or see you, and I'm good with that. I do attendance by just kind of seeing you, and I'm not as militant as like a couple other instructors where they want you to line up, turn around. You know, as long as you've got your stuff on, I'm copacetic. So thank you guys. Yeah.
It's I'm trying to get out there. Yeah. Must be the help job. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Always like new drink, man. Very white. It's like a peach. Yeah. Oh wow. That's all right. Yeah. That looks really good. Yeah, I like. Honestly, I like how you yeah, I really like it. Just maybe a little less on in that container. But other than that, we discuss that. Your soup is really nice. You did a great job on that. Hello? Oh, yeah. Hey guys, if you ever get locked out, call me. Make sure you have my phone. I didn't even hear it. Well, I mean, with the Met fans and everything, you can't hear it. So always call because I usually keep my phone in my back pocket.
a lot of work for one person, and this is usually done, done with two people, usually. Because you work with a group of two, you split it up, and you kind of you prepare all of this stuff. So, is everybody all right on the online? I don't want to make y'all not watching y'all. If you'll need anything, please yell at me.
Chef.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm running a little bit behind, honestly. I didn't realize how long all of this.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still have plenty of time before I go to work, so I'm sure I'll finish it all, but I'm just letting you know, like, I'm not going to finish it.
Of course, in my online people, guys, you do not have to finish at 10 o'clock. There is no, or let's say if you want to wait and have dinner, instead of cook it now, you can, as long as you participate in all of that, and as long as I see the photos the next day, like I said, I did not, I was having internet problems at my house until late last night, so I did not even look at the pictures or grade y'all. But usually I will do it either at night, and if you see that I marked you as a 0 or said need pictures or whatever else, you can always just email me and say, hey Chef, I didn't get my pictures in until later. Can you look at it again? And I will always take care of that. And you do not, I mean, this is a lot of work. So you do not ever have to finish right at 10. It's just these guys, we got to be out of this kitchen at 10 because we got another student behind us. So don't worry about that, Melissa. Please do not fret about that, okay?
Okay, here. Thank you, Chef.
Your fish is big, okay? What my suggestion would be, and I don't have blocks, but I would kind of stack them up a little bit. The reason why it's what I call body fish. If you have more of it together, it keeps it stayed. Yeah. Now I would just kind of pile it up something like that, because that would give it a little height. You want to light to it, and then also the body temperature of it. It will keep it warm longer. So that's my only thing about that. But on the plating line, it's fine. Other than that, again, maybe your French fries, you can kind of round them up a little bit to get the height that sexy look. I'm cool with that. Your beans look really good. And I've already tasted your soup, and that was really good as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I'll take with that. But now you know how to fix bananas at the very beginning. Just that half a yolk. But knowing that the little half a yolk, it might accidentally be a little thick, so you might need to thin it down just a touch. But you did great. Yes, I will get you a small. I'll get smaller bowls for tomorrow. Oh wow! All right. So this looks sexy.
I couldn't find another ramen.
So hey, guys, if you want to see what I call a sexy looking plate right there, there you go. You got your fish and chips right here. You have your tartar. You got your malt vinegar. That I would take. When I grade, when I taste food and when I look at food, the first initial thing I ask myself is, Cliff, would you pay for this? And then, Cliff, would you send it back? Would you, so this looks, I love that crispiness that's kind of coming off right there. that looks really nice. Y'all, I mean, y'all did a great job. Plating, very nice. Very, very sexy. Great job. Oh, this looks sexy. I've already tasted your soup. We've already discussed the soup a little bit. Your fish looks great, nice and crispy, golden brown, sexy. Your French fries look really good. I like the size, especially for what you have right here on the plate. That's perfectly sized for what you're doing. This maybe just a little dry, but we've discussed that, right? And this looks amazing as well. And I've already tasted that in your soup. And I don't know if I tasted the beans, but I think I did. Actually, you said, flavor was really good. It was a little dry, but I think you did an amazing job. Great job on that. And I love the total utilization that you did, guys. And if you look over here, he did a little potato peelings. I love that, especially when you're in the real world, because I paid for those potato peelings. You know, and anything that goes in the garbage, no matter what, that's maybe a penny or two worth that could be in, or maybe a half a penny worth in the garbage. But here, you can utilize it and you can wrap that half penny that you would normally throw away or get rid of. You could charge money for that, and you can recover the cost that normally you would throw in the garbage. So those things, that is what I consider when you become a chef or whatever else, those are the things that I consider you as a chef when you get to that point where you can see, okay, I paid money for this. Let's get every ounce of money out of this, because this is why restaurants fail, because they don't try to capture that loss of stuff. Does that make sense? Those are the things that I think are very important. And I can tell that you work at a restaurant that does a lot of total utilization and all of that. So it's those little things, and that's kind of one good thing that it's hard to see online, and that's kind of why I wanted to show them as well. So great job. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Oh, wow. Does that work really well?
I tried it yesterday and it didn't work.
Oh.
Before I get it.
Oh, it's frozen. Hey, great job, guys. I really think y'all did for a busy day. I mean, just think of all the components you had to do in here, just on today. You know, the soup, you had to make a brew, you had to do this, you had to do that. There's so many components today. You did an amazing job. All of y'all should be, and even on the online people, you should be proud of what you did, because this is a lot of work in 3 hours or 4 hours, period. Honestly, this class weeds out people. This is the class where, I mean, usually people decide, this is not what I can do, because, you know, like my wife, I love her to death, but she can cook great, but she's not multitask. She can do one thing at a time. And in this industry, you cannot do one thing at a time. You have to always work. And that is the hardest thing for people to understand. Just do one thing, you've got to do 15 things at once. And y'all did an amazing job doing it. Yeah, and it gives you, I mean, when you work in a restaurant, I mean, like you're doing the taste, you're doing the, you have an idea of what things should look like. And that's why usually in the Asian section of this class, people have a hard time because they might have not had Thai food, or they didn't have Korean food, or all of that, and they don't know what it should look like or taste like. So they don't have that ability to kind of have that knowledge. So and that's do what? We get make really good banh mi. I think we used to make banh mi, but I don't think we made banh mi. But I mean, we used to make like I used to make banh mi sausage. We used to do that. I think it was for this time frame we have to set out. I think on this day we would do a blueberry pie on this day as well, and that was what that pie dough was for. And just think, trying to get you to do a blueberry pie on this day as well. I mean, that would be way too much. But again, we would have a group of 2 people doing it all instead of just a single person. So. And, put your stuff on this card right here. Where do you live? Oh. All right. You're not, I mean, it only takes me like 20 minutes to get to I live way south off. I live off of where we
I do too.
5 o'clock.
I was actually.
Plenty early for me.
I was gonna switch to the other side. So then I found out that,
Riverside, that's 3 lanes? Yeah, they put Riverside 3 lanes, they made one bundle.
Oh, no way.
So now it's 2 lanes.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what, it's been probably 3 years since I've been down this Riverside area.
Yeah. They did it last week.
I kind of figured myself often.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, my online people, guys, I'm just kind of cleaning right now, so if you need me, please yell at me, all right? I'm just cleaning up.
I mean, it's
So, guys, just to let you know, I will put it great this afternoon. I am sorry I didn't get to do it yesterday. I just don't like. My daughter was complaining that it's the end of the 6 weeks in school, and my daughter was complaining last night about her teachers not putting man, I'm that one from last year.
I always explain it to the kids, and it's like, okay, you have to write one page paper. I have to read 240.
Yeah.
Page paper.
Exactly.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. But I always,
Well, April, right? Oh,
what kind of, or what class?
I thought those English and math.
so it's his favorite.
What?
It's his favorite.
Oh, always. Math especially. I think we were in the same.
I love that. So, I don't have degree in psychology.
Yeah.
So, I have. We'll fill that out. But then, so.
They're shooting gun and stuff.
Like,
All right, guys, you got about 15 minutes to get out of here.
the hard part for me was, and they still make provisions. Even though.
Hey, Chuck, I am gonna put a sheet down on top of this.
Hot, isn't it big, never appears on my college transcript,
That's crazy. I remember thinking when I was thinking of something
All right, guys, just close or wipe down, the dirt hands are clean. Get rid of the fire.
For 10 years, they made me take technical.
Oh, no, it's important.
That was fun. This is a fun. Oh my God.
You know, when we get downstairs and one of them.
I tried my hardest not to like.
I don't know. Also, you see, that's
Even though,
so fast.
even though that. But that's fine. Yeah. Like, I didn't have to write.
Right behind.
I taught it for 10 years, and I had a degree.
Who's going for the,
I like 3 good ones.
I'm a big spoon person.
Yeah, the cold shake McComber,
Yeah.
4 of these and 4 of these.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Gotcha. put it on my.
We're just gonna use this to start.
Online people. Y'all can get offline. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Please put your photos in the folder so I can grade y'all. But y'all have a wonderful day.
Fish up, real
Thank you,
What's
Chef.
up, Tyler? Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, Tyler.
Do you know how I didn't have the fish? Hear me out on this. So I had some chicken nuggets
Yeah.
yesterday. I tore off the breading on them,
Uh-huh.
them all up really finely, mashed them into like sort of like different nuggets, and I froze them. And then I just battered them and made like little fish nuggets.
Oh, wow, that's awesome, man. That's pretty damn cool, man. Great job, man.
So thank you.
Yeah, great job on that, man. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry for that.
No, it's okay. It was fun to figure it out.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you, man. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe, okay?
All right, see you tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.